The thing with Pinterest is people want to see high quality graphics and high quality pins. It's okay to post absolutely anything, especially when you're starting out and you just want to create more pins. But when it comes to actually getting followers on Pinterest, you have got to post good quality pins that people will want to come back for. And you'll notice as soon as you up the quality of your pins, you'll start getting more followers and you'll start getting the same people coming back, viewing your pins, clicking the links, maybe even repinning those pins. I've noticed my views go up on my Pinterest 1,621% in the last 30 days, which is absolutely insane when you think about it. And I still haven't started posting daily. My aim is to post 4 pins a day for the next 30 days and document the process. My impressions are now sitting at 4.3 thousand a month, which really isn't bad considering it's pretty much a brand new Pinterest account. And if I do this daily posting, it would not surprise me if that doubled or tripled in the next 30 days. Now, with the strategy that I'm planning on sharing with you today, hopefully you'll be able to double, if not triple, your Pinterest views, but not only that, but get way more followers, because at the end of the day, if you get followers, those are people who are constantly going to be seeing your pins. So in my opinion, the hardest thing about staying consistent with Pinterest is posting high quality pins every single day. It's easy just to post a pin every single day. It can take you 5 minutes to create a pin. But if you're trying to create high quality pins, that's where it gets difficult. Each pin, it takes so much time. You've got to think about it. You've got to design it. You've got to vision it. And then when you create the next one, it's got to be a different pin going to a different place. Or even if it goes to the same place, you need to then use different graphics and a different imagery, but you still kind of want it to match. You've got all of these things you have to think about when creating really high quality pins. And for me, if I could just use a website that had super high quality graphics already that I could use for Pinterest, that would take a lot of stress from me and I'd still be able to get those high quality pins that I wanted to. And that's what leads me on to talk to you about Vexels. Now, this video isn't sponsored by Vexels today. Yes, there is an affiliate link in the description if you want to get Vexels, but that's not what this video is. I just wanted to share with you a really cool tool that you can use to create super high quality pins. I'm able to literally create as many as I need in minutes, really, and upload them to Pinterest rather than have to think about them. Because for me, I love designing, I love graphics, I love creating art type things, right? The thing is, it takes a long time, right? There's a lot of process, there's a lot of thinking, just sitting there thinking, designing. And at the moment, I'm quite busy with everything that I'm doing. So I want to try and speed up that process as much as I possibly can, which is why I personally think it's worth my time to use something like Vexels, which will free up easily half an hour to an hour a day for me. And I want to show you exactly how, because if you've seen any of my other videos, you know Vexels as a t-shirt graphic website. But funnily enough, we're going to use those same graphics, but for Pinterest. Vexels is a platform similar to Placeit and Canva, except I personally find that the designs you get on Vexels are much higher quality. Now, that could be due to the fact that they have a whole in-house team of designers. I don't know. All I know is that the designs are very high quality, and they're all they have similar themes, which is quite nice, especially if you want to go for a specific kind of look on your Pinterest or on your website or on your t-shirts. That's why I like using Vexels. For this example, I'm going to be using my Pinterest account that is for my personal branding business. So these pins link to my website, they link to YouTube, those kind of things. And I'm going to be showing you how I find graphics on Vexels that relate to my personal brand that I can use on my personal Pinterest. Now, what I usually do is I'll go into Canva and you can see all of my tabs up here, right? I'll go through and I'll create different designs. Now, the issue with doing something like this is you slowly start to run out of ideas and you get to a point where your designs are very similar or very basic. Like, in my opinion, this is a very basic pin. Now, it looks good, it's neat, it's clean, and that's what I like. But at the end of the day, it's basic. And then you get to a design like this. This is the last design I made. And quite frankly, it's not that good, right? It's really not that good. The colors are all over the place. I don't know why I even used this ampersand, but either way, you get my point. You kind of start to lose quality the more you make, which does make sense. Now, don't get me wrong, Canva is incredible for graphics. They have so many different things, and I actually have the pro account on Canva. So you can see there's just so many different graphics. The only difference between Canva and Vexels, what I'm thinking is, yes, Vexels also have a huge amount of graphics, right? Like if you go to PNG files, they've got all of these different things as well, just like Canva. But I want to use Vexels for their complete designs. And I'm going to show you what I mean, because I basically just want to take a design and maybe tweak it a tiny bit, change the wording a tiny bit, but then have it done. So going back to Vexels, what I would once use solely for t-shirt finding and t-shirt creation, I now use the exact same functionality and features for Pinterest pins. So if I put make money in the search bar, right, it'll bring up a few different pins. We've got, well, these two, this one and this one seem to stand out. So remember, what I'm looking for are pins that can promote my YouTube videos or blog posts. I don't want something that could be a t-shirt or is a t-shirt, even though, you know, for example, this is a t-shirt, it can also promote one of my pins. And simply I can click it and then click download. And I'm gonna show you how I would actually change that. Likewise with this one, design, cut, fabricate, get paid, right? This would perfectly promote one of my YouTube videos where I talk about print on demand, right? It fits perfectly and it's a really nice looking design. I would put it on a nice plain background. Maybe I would change some of the words because it's an AI file, so I can change the words if I want, but all the information is there. So that's really, really cool. Another thing is if I put making money in, this one came up as well, market wizard. So this is cool if I'm ever talking about the market or anything like that, I can use that. Now, this isn't very many, and I'm going to show you how to find more in a second. But going back to this one, so for example, if I downloaded this one, I wouldn't want making it rain on Pinterest. It just doesn't make any sense. I need it to link to a YouTube video. So once I've downloaded them, I'll put them into Photoshop or Illustrator or Canva or somewhere where I can make sure the dimensions are correct for Pinterest, because of course you want the exact right dimensions of Pinterest. And then as well as that, I would also edit this one. So this one, I would change it from making it rain to 5 profitable side hustles. That works perfectly with a YouTube video that I recently made. And I mean, yes, I know it's Donald Trump doing that with money, but 5 profitable side hustles with Donald Trump, that could be quite funny. It's trendy, it's in the news. So it could definitely do really well when it comes to Pinterest, and it relates perfectly to the YouTube video, right? So not only is it a t-shirt now, but it's also a Pinterest post or Pinterest pin. And the best part is, it hardly took any thought at all. The graphics there, the wording is there. All I'm doing is changing the wording and making sure it's the right dimensions. It's so easy. The reason why I want to systemize this is because I know the amount of time it takes to create all of these pins, and I need to streamline it so that I'm able to create the pins at the level and the number I want to create them at. So I'm doing anything I possibly can to figure out ways to streamline it, whether that's using Vexels, Canva, or Placeit, or any other tools. It just makes sense. This is just one way I have found to streamline the process. So let's search for another one. We're going to search for the term Pinterest now. Right, we're going to see what comes up. So first we've got obviously all the different Pinterest logos and just tons of different things, 2 pages, okay? What does show up that I think is so cool is these 2 things. So this is an editable template in, an AI format. But then when you click that, look what comes up. Related vector and graphics. And look at all of these posts. This is crazy. These are all perfect for Pinterest. This completely takes out all the thinking. So this one here, right? I can just change the word and the logo, and everything else I can keep the same. I can keep the font, I can keep the arrows, I can keep the graphics, I can keep the background. It's all there. All I need to do is change the word and add a different image. And that will take me maybe 3 minutes per post. So, and you've got so many like that, and they're all obviously the same kind of theme because, well, there's 4 in a post. And that's what I think is really cool. And that's just finding Pinterest things, right? So the previous one was finding t-shirts. Now we're actually searching for banners or Pinterest posts that we could use. I think this is absolutely huge, and it will take a massive weight off of my shoulders when it comes to trying to design pins every single day, because eventually you'll get your burnout, or like writer's block, but I guess designer's block, where you just feel that you can't physically make something unique anymore. And that's a real struggle, right, for a lot of people. And that's why I like using a platform like Vexels. Canva is similar as well, and Placeit similar. But I just personally prefer the level of of quality, the level of graphics that you get with a platform like Vexels. And best of all, when it comes to me outsourcing this job, so when I get someone else to actually create the pins for me, if they're using a platform like Vexels and I've told them to use my account for Vexels, that will save them a lot of time, which will save me money, because if I'm paying for someone to do it for me, that will end up saving me money, and I'll probably end up saving more than how much Vexels actually costs. Now, leading on to cost, Vexels obviously isn't free. And like I said, this isn't a sponsored video or anything like that. I just like promoting the tools that I use. For example, I like using an iPad, so go and get an iPad. The thing is, you can think of it as, promotion, but I think of it as I'm using certain tools like Notion, Vexels, Placeit, Canva, Zyro, and I just like sharing those tools with you because if it's making my life easier, I feel like it can make your life easier as well. So if you do want to get it, the link is in the description. It's a little kickback for me as it's an affiliate link. But again, if you just want to get it on your own without my affiliate link, no hard feelings. It is what it is, but the link is there if you want to get Vexels. Now, I'm on the merch plan, and the reason for that is I like using Vexels for t-shirts as well. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, if you're so good at designing or you're a designer of any sort, why are you using Vexels? And to put it simply, yes, I absolutely love designing. I've been doing art since I could remember, and I absolutely love designing t-shirts, but it comes to a point where designing a single t-shirt can take a really long time. So if I can find graphics on Vexels that can speed up that process, either I can edit those graphics, just tweak them so that they're my own and kind of make them more unique, or I can just take a graphic as it is, right? If I'm able to do that and it's able to speed up a whole bunch of time for me, then that is 100% worth it. And eventually down the line, when I'm not as busy or I've got a few people working for me and I have time to sit there and draw out some really cool designs, then of course I will, because I absolutely love designing. But for the meantime, I'm just trying to speed up as many different processes, but still keep that level of quality. So that's why I'm on the merch account. However, if you only want to use Vexels for Pinterest, right, for nothing else, then I feel like the pro account could be okay for you. But if you want to use it for other things and sell some of those graphics, then you're looking at using the merch account. I'm really enjoying the Pinterest journey and documenting it, creating videos, what's working, what's not working, and I've got a whole bunch of videos that I've planned, that I'm testing out, see if it works, that I want to bring out for you. So definitely smash that like button if you've liked this video, and if you like Pinterest content in general, then hit that subscribe button and come back for more videos. I really appreciate every view that I get, and honestly, it's really nice. So thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.